This is the plaintiff, Janita Martin. She says the defendant, her on-again, off-again ex-boyfriend, borrowed money from her and now refuses to return it. She helped him out of one jam after another, and this is the way he treats her? Not only did he borrow money, he also crashed her car into a wall. She's definitely done with him after today and just wants the $3,664.57 she's owed returned. This is the defendant, Antonio Jackson. He says the money the plaintiff gave him was a gift. There was never any mention of it being a loan and no talk about him having to pay her back. And as far as the car goes, he wouldn't have hit the wall in the first place if her brakes were good. He couldn't stop the car because of the bad brakes, and he's just lucky he wasn't hurt or even killed. As far as him owing her, nah. He's accused of not treating an ex right. The defendant has filed a countersuit for $260 for lost wages.
Thank you, Douglas. Okay, Janita Martin, you are suing Antonio Jackson for $3,664.57 in parking tickets, damage to your car, and cab fare because he totaled your car. You're counterclaiming against her $260 for 4 days of work. Tell me what happened.
Well, I've known the defendant for years now. We've
How
been
many
dating
years?
about 12 years.
Okay.
We've been dating off and on.
For 12 years?
Yeah, off and on.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
Okay. So you
And-
met when you were how old?
Like 15.
Okay.
So we've been dating off and on. We broke up a couple of months ago. Mr. Jackson called me and was like, you know, I have parking tickets. I don't have the money right now. I really need to pay these parking tickets. Can I borrow the money? I said, okay. We were still friends. You know, we had a bad breakup, but not a too bad
Whose
breakup.
idea was the breakup?
Mine.
Yes. Yours, and why?
Because I work, I go to school, I have too much going on, and Mr. Jackson, he wants too much attention. I can't give him the attention that he requires. I'm sorry.
Okay. Were you fighting a lot? Is that?
Yeah,
okay.
we was basically arguing. You know, everything was an argument. Oh, you got time for this? Oh, you got time for this?
All right.
So I called it quits. Look, you know, you live your life, I live mine. Let me do what I need to do for me. Like I said, he called me. He was like, I have parking tickets. You know, can you help me pay the parking tickets?
So you go with him to...
So I go with him to the DMV. Now, first he tells me the parking tickets are $400. So I'm like, okay, that's a little steep, but let's see. All right. He's like, I'll pay you back next week. Don't worry about it.
Does he have a job?
Yes.
Okay. So go on.
Okay, so we get to the DMV. We get to the counter. The lady brings up the parking tickets. It's $600.
$600?
So I'm like, okay, how did you rack up $600 in parking tickets? He says, oh, they gave me...
You've been dating him for like half your life. Do you know how a guy like him might rack up $600?
No,
or
because
no?
he never got parking tickets.
So it's not how he is. He doesn't ignore stuff.
No.
Okay.
So I'm like, how did you get it to $600? He's like, I don't know. I don't know. You know, it was an expired inspection sticker.
What was it? How'd you get all those tickets?
I was getting the same ticket. I was getting hit for tickets by the same cop. It's like he came looking for.
Why'd you stop it?
No, at the time the car wasn't running, so it was sitting, and then I was waiting to get it to the shop.
Why was it sitting in the street?
Majority of the time, I was moving it from the side to side, the alternate side of the street parking.
What was the ticket for?
A lot of them was expired inspection sticker.
Well, then you can't have it. Come on, you know what? All right, so I guess you don't know him that well. All right, so go on. So $600 in parking tickets.
So we get to the DMV. I'm like, okay. He's like, you know, I'll pay you back next week, please.
Has he ever borrowed money from you before?
Yeah, he's borrowed money from me before.
And has he always paid it back?
Yeah, he's paid me back.
Okay, so you pay for the tickets, and then what happens?
Okay, so now we go by, 2 weeks go by. He calls me. Look, I don't have the money for the parking tickets right now. The guy that's fixing my car is trying to, you know, play me out of my money. I really need to go see this guy face to face. He's at my car, da-da-da-da. But I need to borrow your car. So I'm like, okay. He's like, I promise I'll give you the money by this weekend. I promise I'll have everything, my car be back up and running. I give him my car. I'm like, okay, just bring my car back.
What kind of car is this?
1999 black Chrysler. So I'm like, okay, just give me my car back. I have to go to school this afternoon. Just have my car back by the time I'm...
What are you studying?
Nursing.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. I get a phone call about 20 minutes, a half an hour later. I got into a car accident in your car. I'm like, okay. I'm like, is anybody hurt? You know, what's going on? Oh, I can't really talk right now. I'm just really nervous. I really need you to just come here right now. Because
How are you going to come there?
Of course, I have to
don't have
call
a
a
car.
cab. No.
You call a cab?
Yeah. Because I'm thinking it's really urgent the way that he's saying it on the phone.
You are Florence Nightingale. Go ahead.
So I call a cab. I get to the
You're
scene
taking
of
that
the
compassion thing to a new height.
So I get to the scene of the accident. He's standing there now. And I'm like, what happened? He's like,
And where's your car?
Now, I don't see my car. That's the joke. I didn't see the car. So I'm looking around like, okay, I don't see the car, but he's standing here. So I'm like, okay, what happened? He's like, oh, a tractor trailer was trying to cut me off. I couldn't slow down. So instead of me running into the tractor trailer, I hit the wall. I'm like, okay, are you okay? Is anybody else hurt? Because I didn't see anybody. I'm like, did the ambulance come? Did they take anybody? You know, I'm just going crazy right now because I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Could you see, could you see the car? Did
No,
you find
I
the car?
never saw the car. He basically hit the car because he knew if I seen the car first, I wouldn't have cared what else happened.
Okay.
I'm like, where's the car? He's like, around the corner. Walk around the corner. I almost fainted.
Okay. Did you have pictures of the car?
I didn't take pictures of the car because, I was just like, you got to be freaking kidding me. Like, are you serious? Like, you totaled my car. He's like, just standing there looking at me like I'm crazy because
What
I'm
happened?
going crazy.
Yeah, and I was on the BQE. We all know how the BQE is, a lot of tractor trailers. And I was driving, and the truck stopped short at the exit. And when I went to stop, her brakes failed. They wouldn't stop.
So it's a fault of a truck that we don't have in front of us and brake failure that you can't prove, as opposed to just that you don't know how to drive and that you hit the wall.
I'm an excellent driver. My license is clean.
Okay.
Her brakes failed. And when I tried to stop, it wouldn't stop. I pumped, and once I got really close to the car, I had to turn off, and I'd rather hit the wall than hit the truck.
Were there any witnesses besides you?
No, the guy from the truck stopped. He got out to see if I was all right.
Oh, you didn't get his name?
No, he didn't stay. It wasn't no damage to his truck.
You didn't get his license plate number?
I didn't think I had needed this. I didn't
Really?
think I would be here.
You didn't think that there might be an issue about a truck that cut you off that caused an accident? That didn't occur to you that might become an issue?
No,
Because
at the
your
ti-
car might have occurred to you if it was true. And so did you call the police about
No.
the accident?
I didn't need the police. I hit the wall. I didn't damage nobody's property, but I mean...
But somebody cut you off. You wouldn't want to give the police a description of the tractor trailer that cut you off since it's their fault? And she's now suing you for almost $3 grand for the value that she says the car is worth. And it didn't occur to you, if there really was another vehicle involved, to call the police or to get that tag or to say, you know, hey, this accident wasn't my fault, and call the police and record it and everything else. Instead, you just say, hey, come pick up your piece of junk car.
If I crash your car, am I automatically responsible to you for damages?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if you break, you buy. I think this
If
guy-
you well, what if the brakes are bad? What if I say to you, hey, your brakes were bad, that's why I crashed?
It doesn't matter. He was driving.
So
He's
it
responsible.
just doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I'm the person who borrows the car automatically responsible?
Automatically responsible.
Going inside the courtroom.
So where is the car now? It got junked?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, can I ask you a question? Parking tickets. She paid $600. Do you have a receipt for the $616.57? She paid $616.57 in your parking tickets. Why haven't you paid her back for that?
It wasn't a loan. It was a gift.
On account of what?
Huh?
You heard me. On account of what?
It was a gift.
Why? A gift? Why? Because you're so irresistible?
No, I figured, she might have wanted me back. It was her way of saying,
She dumped you.
I know. Maybe she thought about it and said, that guy's a good catch. So
far, can I just tell you, I don't think you're showing America that you're a great catch. You total her car, you take her money to pay your stupid tickets, and then you don't pay her a penny of it back, and then you're blaming the car accident on a phantom. Well, we all know that the BQE is full of tractor trailers. That's a good one. All right, phantom truck and brakes that what proof do you have that the brakes weren't working?
I don't have no proof of the brakes not working.
The same silver tongue that tells me that the $616.57 was a gift?
It was a gift.
Can you prove that? Because it doesn't look, the circumstances don't look like a gift. Okay?
Yana, the girl offered to pay the parking tickets. I didn't ask to borrow. Out of the kindness of her heart and hope of getting me back, she paid the parking tickets.
You can't even keep a straight face when you're saying that story. We have a saying in Spanish, ni tú mismo te lo crees. Not even you believe your own story. How are you going to get me to believe it? Hey, come on. What else are you suing for? $110 in maintenance on the car. What does that mean?
Yes,
Come on.
because a week before he totaled my car, I got my radiator done. Oh, and I got my brakes done.
Let me see.
Oh my God. Unbelievable.
Did you know she got her brakes done a week before?
No, I didn't. It didn't feel like it.
It's what year is your car?
1999 Chrysler. I have the bill of receipt for that as
LHS
well.
sedan?
Yes.
Yeah. Let me see what you have. Now, what you are entitled to is the Blue Book value on a total loss at the time of the loss. So a total loss is a total loss. That's it. It's the value of the car. You can't then say, but I've had hundreds of dollars in repairs up to then. I'm glad you brought me the repair stuff because it shows that he is completely full of baloney when he claims that the brakes didn't work.
Jesus.
But you're not entitled to get the value of the car plus that. And you're entitled to get the Blue Book value of the car. You know what I mean by Blue Book value?
Yeah.
The value of the car at the time of the loss. The value of the car in good condition at the time of your loss is $1,710. Plus the $616.57, which he's completely lying about when he says that you bought it for him, because why would anybody in their right mind decide that they're going to give somebody the lovely gift of paying all their parking tickets at the DMV? But you know, but it really, seriously, was he a jerk? I mean, it doesn't sound like a very classy gentleman you were dating.
No. He, like I said, everything was an argument. Oh, you got time for this. Oh, you have time for that. You're always working. Da 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 da.
So what do you think? He's just mad at you that you dumped him, and so that's why he's stipping you with all this stuff?
I think so. And I think he got mad because he was like, oh, all right.
How's it feel to have the women talk about you like that right in front of your face?
It's a lot of girl power in the room today.
Oh, you have no idea how much girl power there is in the room right now. Okay? Just when you think it can't get any worse, you have a counterclaim against her for $260?
Sure do.
For what?
Your Honor, she was harassing me. She called my job, my cell phone, my job, my cell phone. And at my job, we can't get personal calls. So she called my job numerous times. And
to what? To get paid?
Asking for her money.
So
And
you want her to pay you $260 for what?
I got suspended from work for 4 days for having personal calls.
So let me see if I got this straight. You wreck her car and leave her carless. You have her pay all of your parking tickets and don't pay her. And now you'd also like her to pay you $260.
For getting me suspended at work.
Have I got it right?
Something like that.
Yeah, it doesn't sound so good when I say it,
I
right?
don't like how you put it.
Yeah, no, right, yeah, no. Counterclaim 0. On her claim against you, $2,326.57 plus court costs. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, let's see what happens here when the defendant comes out into the hallway after that experience. What was that like?
Terrible. Terrible. It was too
Tell
much,
me about it.
Too much girl power in the room. Judge ain't even really giving me a chance to talk. It was their time to shine today.
Well, you don't think she judged this case fairly on the merits? She just handed it to the female plaintiff?
Basically.
I don't think so. I mean, that's not what it looked like to me. It looked like evidence is judged objectively, and you lost.
Yeah, I lost, but I still feel like a winner because everybody else feel like I won. Just the judge didn't like what I had to say.
Did you take advantage of this nice young lady?
No, I didn't. She, brakes was terrible on the car, that's all.
All right, okay, brakes. Them's the brakes. How you feeling coming out on the winning end of this case here?
Thank you. He owed me for my car. He totaled my car. I paid his parking tickets. He's supposed to pay me back the money.
12 years. Where's this relationship headed next?
Well, it's definitely over now.
Oh, yeah. That's what... Does he think so? Do you think so?
He thinks he's so conceited. He's so cocky. He's always been like that. Like, whatever.
You love it, don't you?
No, I used to.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I used to.
You sure?
Yeah.
Harvey?
Okay, in the law, this is called a loan for use, which basically means if you borrow somebody's property, you have a duty to use great care. That's a really high standard to protect that property. And that will do it for this case. Litigants, for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.